Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel again. I feel like I haven't done this in a while, but I think it's only been a week. I hope it's only been a week. Anyways, today we are doing another speed paint. I don't know if you've seen or not on my Instagram, but I've been posting all about these stickers that I've been designing, and this is the last one that I get to paint, so I thought I would record it for you guys because I thought the process was pretty interesting and pretty fun. I really enjoyed the whole process. I mean, I absolutely love watercolor in general, but there's just something so soothing about being able to color everything and blend it together and just make it perfect. And especially with that added boost of both nail polish that I add and the white gel pen, they both really help make the piece pop, and you'll see that later on what I'm talking about. I really love using that stuff. I find that it really helps make my pieces more dramatic and more beautiful and more refined in a sense. I feel like my style always leaves me feeling a little uncertain of myself. Like I always end up feeling like it's not quite finished, and I think I've really found a way to make my pieces look finished by adding that white gel pen and sometimes adding like the sparkly nail polish on top of that. It just really pulls my whole piece together. Unlike most other things that I've ever used before, it really actually helps. So I used pretty traditional watercolors straight out of the tube, but then I also used these little watercolor pens that I got from my sister-in-law. She is super sweet and just bought them for me. She's just thinking about me. I really like them because they are super handy because they're so available all the time. And they're so pigmented. I really love how pigmented they are. They're amazing. The only drawback is that they're a little hard to blend, and obviously you can't mix colors unless you're blending it on the page. And so sometimes that can be a little bit of a drawback, but as long as you're still trying to blend it out while it's wet, it normally works pretty well. It's kind of like a learning curve. You have to kind of get used to how that medium works. So anyways, if you guys are wondering, the black cube in the center, I put a black cube in every single one of my stickers, and all of those are going to have a QR code on top of them for the website for Heart Blood. I have not made it yet. I am working on that. Maybe I should do a tutorial. I don't know. I really love using wicks. They're my personal favorite. I just tend to always go back to them because they're the easiest for me to use. I have so much experience with them, and their service just tends to be really optimal and really accessible. I am struggling on creating a website for Heart Blood though, because I feel like I don't have enough stuff, which I know seems ridiculous at this point. I've posted over 200 pieces on my Instagram, most of which are to do with Heart Blood, but I don't know. I am just a very stubborn person, I guess. I have a very hard time accepting anything as being exact or perfect. Anyways, now we are on to the part of the video where I'm adding green. I decided that because my other pieces have more green in them and more blue, that I should add some extra colors into this one just to help it match with the other ones. Also, it's a good color to add shadow because it's so opposite all the other colors that I'm using currently, like the pinks and the reds and the purples. And I think that really helped make the piece pop, because otherwise I don't think it would have popped like it did. It is that opposite color, that color that doesn't look like it should be there, but then once it's there, you're like, yeah, that actually makes sense. I struggle with this sometimes because I feel like I don't ever see other artists doing this. My mom is the one who taught me how to do most art stuff. Obviously, I had an art teacher in high school and an art teacher in college, but I really feel like most of the really interesting stuff I learned from my mom at home. And she always taught me about color and how to use it and how to get it to play right with other colors. And I always feel like that really makes my art stand out when I use the weird color combos. I really love how they turn out. Even though at the time while I'm doing them, I'm like, I just ruined my piece. But like, then I give it a minute and I'm like, actually, that's awesome. I'm so glad I actually took the risk and did it. I tend to be the type of person when creating, I just jump in head first and I don't think about things beforehand. And sometimes that's a real big problem for me. Other times it can actually be really good, because then I do something that I wouldn't have done if I had thought about it too much. And then I go back in and I do the white gel pen over the top of that. And then I'll go into the nail polish, and I always think the nail polish adds just that perfect extra pizzazz, especially on my second sticker that I colored. You guys can see a little bit in the videos that I recorded of it how much of a difference, how big of a difference it makes when you add that beautiful sparkly clear nail polish on top of what I had already done in the spiraling smoke. It was really cool. Anyways, check out my Instagram, please, to see the other sticker designs. I would love to hear what you think of them, and I'd love to hear what you think of this current one that I'm working on in front of your eyes, which is actually already done, but you know what I mean. And here I'm going in with the nail polish. I used a glitter and a sparkle nail polish and mixed the two together. I used the glitter more sparingly because it just is really dry in the bottle, but also it has such a big impact that you don't really need a lot of it. Here is the final piece. I hope you guys like it. I really think it turned out awesome. I really love how the sparkles turned out. I really love how the claws came out, especially with the white gel pen. I think it made it extra snatched, as you might say. And anyways, if you want to see more of them, they are on my Instagram, and I will be posting this one tomorrow to my Instagram, which should be today as far as this video is posted. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye-bye.